name is Lance Collins and welcome to Slightly Used News, where bacon is an entree and we discuss the top news from the Edge Media Network that was fresh a few days ago. Kind of like that broccoli you bought last week because you were determined to eat healthy. I mean, who were you kidding? It's wilting in the fridge, but somehow that entire package of double stuffed Oreos disappeared during a late night binge of supermarket sweep. God, I'm hungry. Whew. We start this week with some of our favorite online haters. And no, we don't mean that Facebook group you follow that's been whipping themselves into a frenzy over who should wear masks for how long and over which body part. I'm looking at you, Provincetown Community Space. Seriously, I love you, but get a grip. This week, Pixar launched a new short to the Disney Plus streaming service called Out. It's the story of a gay guy working up the courage to tell his parents he's, well, a donut puncher. It's cute, features Disney's first animated LGBT main character, and has given hope to people all over the world who are trying to tell their own parents that they're, well, backdoor bandits. Immediately, all eyes turn to 1 Million Moms, an organization that rails against, quote, indecency in the media aimed at children, which for them really means any depiction of, well, cockpipe cosmonauts. But the intrepid group of 36 perpetually irritated suburban soccer moms stayed mum for 2 days, confounding the gay community. I mean, it's Disney. Offering up a nominee for Best Knob Jockey in a lead role directly to our children in their living rooms clearly countermands the creative direction of the company that gave us Peter Pan, Mulan, and the Candlestick from Beauty and the Beast. I'll wait for you. Seriously, this is plainly an unexpected turn for the company whose theme parks are filled to the brim with testosterone and whose heroines obviously aspire to raise children and bake for their husbands. 12 moms should have been all over this. After 2 days, they finally woke up, offering up this well-crafted call to immediate and audacious action. Quote, Christian parents who have a Disney Plus subscription should seriously consider canceling it since Disney cannot be trusted. What a letdown. I haven't been this disappointed since I found out that Brownie King doesn't mean Duncan Hines. Fortunately, this will perk us up. The Mr. Gay World contest has figured out how to work around its year-long postponement of 2020's tournament due to COVID-19. While we wait for a new world champion to fight the stereotypes of the gay community via his incredibly hot physique, the Mr. Gay World organization promoted last year's runner-up, Francisco Alvarado, this guy here, to the interim crown. Alvarado is not just another pretty face. He's also a physician on the front lines of the pandemic, doing battle in Madrid after he himself contracted the virus and survived. He's a hero, ladies and gentlemen, and a doctor with a very large stethoscope. In national news this week, we thought we'd give you a break from President Trump. Oh, God. Instead, we're going to talk about this.
And I think that there needs to be prosecutions. Holy shit. Holy shit, exposing all of us up here to this crap while covering up what was going on while simultaneously telling people, telling families that it was safe to be outside, that it was safe to be interacting with other people while you were testing positive, while you were quarantining the people around you, while you were doing contact tracing, and not notifying a single Democratic member who has to show up here every single day for this crap.
That's openly gay Pennsylvania Representative Brian Sims raging after discovering that a Republican colleague tested positive for coronavirus, but continued to work in the State House for more than a week. In the video, he calls for investigations, indictments, prison time, and tickling to all involved in the cover-up. Actually, he didn't really call for tickling, but we think he should have. Because while prison sounds like a bad place to a Republican, you know what sounds worse? Being imprisoned and tickled by a gay Democrat. Meanwhile, President Trump had a big week. What? I gave you a break for like 1 minute. He got put out when Twitter fact-checked one of his tweets, so he signed an executive order attempting to rein in the legal protections enjoyed by social media companies. To which Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey said, quote, well, sort of. And Kathy Griffin returned to political controversy with a wisecrack about a, quote, syringe with nothing but air inside it, seemingly her prescription for the current president after he said to reporters at the White House, quote, I don't use insulin. Should I be? This prompted numerous individuals to decry Griffin's comment as a direct threat to the president and the FBI to promote Griffin's internal classification from person of interest to let's blindfold her and throw her in the back of a truck. However, Republican pundits showed real confusion over Griffin's joke, explaining that the president has plenty of brain cells and does not need injections. Meanwhile, iconic fashion retailer Levi's has released a new collection just in time for Gay Pride Month. The Use Your Voice series includes a range of graphic tees and other items with the slogan embroidered in colors of the LGBT pride flag. That slogan, according to the company, is all about maximizing self-expression, which clearly explains these assless chaps. Finally, and on a serious note, it is with great sadness that we recognize the passing of esteemed AIDS activist Larry Kramer this week. The Oscar-nominated author, playwright, and founder of the gay men's health crisis was a provocative, outspoken advocate who shocked the country into action to fight AIDS in the 1980s. Kramer's contributions to both public health and the arts will be felt for generations to come. He was a giant among us and will be greatly missed. Thanks for tuning in. If you like our show, please share it with your friends. And please feel free to leave us a comment below. You should maybe say things like, "That Lance guy is hot," or "Edge is awesome," or even, "Alexa, how do I leave a comment on this dumbass video?" And remember, if you want to read these stories in advance every week, just head to edgemedianetwork.com. I'm Lance Collins, and have a great week.